What is up, everyone? Welcome to the finals, round 7 of the Portland Monthly Premodern Paper Magic Afternoons June 2025 tournament. We got two awesome decks to show you, so let's get in those deck lists. The first deck should not be a surprise if you saw the last video, and if you didn't, make sure to go check it out. It does help the channel. We have Curran returning with Angry Elves. This is a primarily green-based deck that is looking to outvalue your opponent with tons of mana dorks, lots of big mana, and of course a toolbox effect in Survival of the Fittest. We're not going to go through every card here because we have covered Curran's list pretty extensively over the last few months. There is some minor changes from last month, but I believe round 2 we had Curran on and did a deep dive into his deck. It's a great deck, really fun to play, really strong, and it's got some new sideboard tech as well that we went into, including a one of Crumble, which I do love to see outside of Old School. Curran's also making yet again another run at the trophy and is looking to add to his already extensive Elves resume. So without further ado, let's see who he's playing against. Next up is David, returning with a list we haven't seen in quite some time. This is blue, white, green, Oath Replenish. Now you'd think mashing two of the best decks in the format together would be a horrible idea, but in this instance they work really, and that's partially due to the power of Oath of Druids. In a Oath Terravor deck, your primary goal is to get a Terravor out and put as many lands in the graveyard as possible to present lethal on the next turn. Now there's a bit more mana denial in the deck usually, but instead of that, we're opting for the Replenish plan. Replenish lets you return all enchantments from your graveyard to the battlefield, and what better way to get a ton of your permanents in the graveyard than with Oath of Druids. So yeah, that's the overall plan. There is some one-of fun-ofs we'll go into, but generally David is looking to get as much of his deck in the graveyard as possible and either pay it off with a Replenish to then Tide combo or Wave combo depending on the opponent, or just swing in with a big Terravor. Running through the list, like I mentioned before, there is 4 Oath of Druids, 4 Seal of Cleansings, 1 Standstill, 2 Sylvan Library, 1 Aura of Silence Made, which is pretty interesting, but does function as the 5th Seal of Cleansing potentially, 2 Attunement, 1 Opalescence, 2 Parallax Wave, 3 Parallax Tide, 4 Replenish, 2 Enlightened Tutor, 4 Source Plowshares, 2 Terravor, 1 Corrosive Reclamation, which even if it's in the graveyard does help put some relevant cards back in your deck, and 2 Mox Diamonds, because this is a 3-color deck in Premodern and you may need a little bit of mana fixing. Granted, I'm not sure how much you're actually paying the blue cost of spells, but it definitely could happen. As for the mana base, he's got 4 Flooded Strands, 3 Windswept Heaths, 3 Plains, 2 Forests, 2 Islands, 1 Darkar Waste, 2 Brushlands, 3 Yavimaya Coast, 3 Wastelands, which seems pretty greedy in a 3-color deck, but you know, David does test this deck a lot. I'm sure it has been more than beneficial, and 3 Treetop Villages. As for the sideboard, he's got 1 Rare Revelation, the 3rd Parallax Wave, the 4th Parallax Tide, the 2nd Corrosive Reclamation, 2 Chills, 3 Xantid Swarm, 1 Sacred Ground, 1 Carpet of Flowers, 2 Orm's Chant, 1 Wrath of God, and 1 Tormod's Crypt. A really cool mashup of a deck. It's done well in the past. It's obviously done really well for him in this monthly, making it all the way to the finals, so I'm excited to see how these two match up. So without further ado, let's get into the match. And here we go, kicking off the finals of the June monthly. Curran is on the left, David is on the right. Both players have won this before, but I'm sure both would be happy to take home the crown once again. Little fist bump before things get started. I see lands and spells for David, but it looks like Curran is going to be mulliganing. So we're going to cut to when he has a keepable hand. Okay, well, Curran is looking for a keepable 5 here. The wheels kind of fell off with the first mulligan. The deck does not run a ton of lands, so this can happen sometimes. It looks like he has a keepable 5, just trying to decide what that 5 is. Looks like at least 2 lands, a survival, which actually... Wait, did he put the survival back? Trying to figure out what he wants to do here. Definitely want to keep that turn 1 mana dork. Very essential to the deck. Okay, he has his 2. David's going to lead off. Just a Treetop Village pass. Curran with the Angry Elves and pass. A white source there for David, which is very good because he does have a swords in hand, but how about an Oath? Again, Oath deck versus a creature deck is always going to have the advantage game one. I'm not really having an answer to it, so instead I'm just going to play into it. Going to bounce a forest for turn to a survival. Pass to you. Yeah, the Kyrian Ranger is technically been used that turn to bounce the forest, and we are going to get an Oath trigger. Right, there's 2 lands, 3 lands. Corrosion Reclamation, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gonna keep going. 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, there's the Terravor. Alright. The real question is, does David have a Replenish in hand? Because that would be probably just a nail in the coffin at that point. He does have an Opalescence. He has 2 Tides. I think I saw a Wave as well. Basically everything he could want. Oh yeah, the Wave's right on top. I don't know if he has everything, but he's going to Swords the Symbiote. Current should, yep, go up to 21. Gonna pay 2 more for a library. Pass to you. So that Terravor is not lethal yet, but it's basically a 2-turn clock at this point. Current does have a survival out. Quick little count on the lands. I already forgot what we said, but it's in the 10s. And Current deciding if he has an out here. David will get to activate the Oath next turn as well. And probably will. There's no reason not to. Just makes the Terravor even bigger. He's only got 2 Terravors in the deck, mind you, too, so the chances of him hitting it are pretty slim. Okay, we're gonna pitch Yavimaya Granger to the survival. What do we grab? What gets us out of this mess? Again, Oath deck's just incredibly favored against creature decks game 1, especially if you don't know what your opponent is on. Okay, there's a Priest. Tap 1, bounce the forest with the Kyrian Ranger. Untap. Out the Priest. Still has a land drop for turn. Go ahead and play it. And yeah, Current essentially, I mean, you just play out another Land World. Looks like he has another one in hand. The Priest can't tap this turn, so just gonna pass. Okay, it looks like holding up a green to activate survival potentially. Current pointing out the Oath. Do you want to trigger it one more time? Maybe. It's tempting. I think it could potentially maybe not be lethal. David doesn't have over 20 lands in his deck. Probably doesn't want to do it. Oh no, we are going to trigger it. Alright. Alright, gets 1 more, 2 more, 3 more. Oh, there's 2 more replenishes. 4, 5, 6, 7. There's all the replenishes. 8, 9. Has nothing in hand. He does have the... So he must have had the Terravor in hand. There's a Corrosion Reclamation. Gonna put cards back in the deck. Probably just gonna pick a Replenish. So the way this works is he can... take them all. Did he take a replenish as well? I'm assuming he took a replenish too.
Swing for 23. Are we sure it's 23? Yeah, let's double check. I have 26 lands in the deck.
Quick count here on how much lands are in the graveyard. We should really get a dice for this. No matter what, Curran basically has to deal with this Terror next turn.
Yeah, that's what you think. Return this forest, untap this creature, and I'm gonna triple block. True. It's not exact. And then
is it 20? There's no way it's 23 lands. Is that what that's supposed to represent?
Oh wait, hold on. That one was coming into play last turn, so I have to tap this to.
All right, pitching a Landwar Elves to go find what? Squee into Anger into what else? If he's really triple blocking here, is he just hoping to find something?
How do I force my opponent to draw a card? I just destroyed myself while we sat. Okay, so 23 over 3 is 20. I'm at 1. Okay. I hope this was just to prove.
Okay, triple blocking. So it must have been 23. I didn't think there was that many lands in David's deck.
Just gave it away, dude.
Interesting. Maybe I'm missing something.
If I can milk for 1 here. I mean, honestly.
All right, Curran down to 1. There's a Fintorn Elves. Say go. Draw your last card. Swing in for lethal. We're going to go to game number 2. All right, here we are in game number 2. So I think the reason why David did get those seal cleansings is Curran's only real, maybe not out, but stall. I guess that is out because it could deck himself. It would be Tangle Wires. So those seals prevented potentially double Tangle Wire, which would have been enough to lock David out and made him draw his last 2 cards. So very heads up play there from David. I want to go for the value with Replenish, but maybe that's just overkill. All right, Curran off to a fast start here. Gonna port down that Plains. David gonna immediately wasteland that port. It does have a bit of a slower start here for sure. He's got 3 of something in hand. Is it 3 Seal of Cleansings? I think it might be. Or is it 4? Does he have all 4 Seal of Cleansings in hand? That is not great. Are we going to tap 3 for a Tangle Wire? Brutal. And then swing in for 1. Don't worry though, Tangle Wire is symmetrical. It's totally not a broken card. Curran does have to tap down 3, which is functionally 2 permanents. Going to play a village here. Curran tapping down 3. There's a Tormod script. Alright, gonna tap out, play out another symbiote and a priest, and looking to have a very explosive turn. Next turn. There's a swords though. That's a little tough. David can't hit the priest. Best he can do is hit one of the Wirewood symbiotes. Gonna fetch here. Gonna try and hit one of the symbiotes. That will work. Current goes up 21. And say go. Gotta tap down 2 permanents now. Tap 1 for Fintorn Elves. And we're just going to get in for 3, it looks like. Nothing explosive happening in Curran's hand. No big mana seeks, no survivals or anything like that. So just good old 1 point of damage. And David unfortunately just going to pass here. He did draw a wave, but did not draw another land. Still tapped under the Tangle Wire. There's another Tangle Wire. And Curran just going to keep the damage going. Say go. Tangle Wire, of course, getting to stick around after the last counter is removed for one more turn. That Tangle Wire just being able to be another tap target here for Curran. And David having to discard to hand size. This is a nightmare for David, I think. Curran just getting in with so much chip damage. Another 4. Say go. David having to tap down. And Curran with not quite lethal, but close to it. Gonna swing for 5, down to 2. There's a Kyrian Ranger and a Tormod script. Say go. And that's going to be game number 2 in quick fashion. Sometimes Elves on the play is just too fast. That was a very good hand from Curran there. Alright, so we are in game number 3 of the finals. Always love it when a finals goes to 3. Both decks getting to do their thing. Sometimes that thing is just little 1/1s swinging in with prison effects. But hey, sometimes that's just good enough, especially against a deck looking to play a little bit of a longer game. David not having an Oath in game 2. Definitely problematic. Looks like he's going to mulligan here. So we're going to cut to when he has a keepable hand. And unfortunately, we're cutting back in with David looking for a keepable 5. The 6 was not going to do it. Unfortunate to see in the last game of the finals, but sometimes that's magic. I do see lands and spells. I don't think I see an Oath. But I think it's a keep. It might just be too slow, though, for the Elf deck. Alright, looks like David will be keeping. Just trying to decide on the 2 that he's putting back. And he will be starting us off. Flooded Strand, pass. Curran gonna fetch here. Go grab a Forest, and what turn 1 mana dork are we gonna see? Fentorn or Landwar? Oh, a Wirewood Symbiote. Definitely not the best turn 1. That will immediately get swords, though. It is one of the better targets for swords, I would say, especially if it's already out. It's the only target, really. Unless Curran has like a Masticore. Alright, David taking his turn now. Swept and pass. So no turn 2 Oath. Actually, don't know if he has it in hand. There's a survival. Alright, David gonna fetch here. Go down to 23. Or, jeez, 18. Probably grabbing... Yeah, green source makes sense. And is he doing anything with that mana? He does have... That's right. He's taking his turn. Unfortunately, it doesn't have anything to do with 3 mana. Just going to pass. No Seal of Cleansing, unlike game 2. There's a port. And Curran's just going to pass. Port the green source. David drawing another swords. Wasteland the port. Pass to you. These lands being relevant for sure. Curran having a very slow hand. Looks like it's all lands and a removal spell. There's the mountain. Alright, do we have a Tangle Wire? We do have a Tangle Wire. Not the most ideal time for it, but here it is. David does have to tap down everything. Won't be able to do much this turn. No lands in hand. It looks like he does have a Reclamation. And even Opalescence. Ooh. Curran drawing the squee naturally. Very good here. Gonna find an elf. Probably gonna play the elf, if I had to guess. Yep. Land for turn, say go. That Cradle finally able to do something, so it's finally coming down. And yep, elf gets swords. Current going up to 21. Land here for David.
Tap, return.
Current getting the squee back. Tapping 2. Now squee into anger. Could be good, but depends if he drew another creature. Looks like he's not going for anger. He did just pass it, so probably... I don't know. Oh, Multani makes sense. Let's refill the hand a little bit. Get a little bit of benefit out of drawing cards. 2 for the Multani's Acolyte. There's a Crypt. That's pretty good. And is just going to pass. That Tangle Wire still doing work. David will be able to play this Parallax Wave this turn. But instead is opting for Library. That makes sense. The wave only hits the Multani's Acolyte. I mean, it is 2. Okay, we're going to get squee back. And pay for the Echo cost. Now, what do we get? Squee. Pitching squee to survival. I still don't think you get... Well, no. Okay, you don't get anger here. Just gonna play out the priest. He is just 1 green mana short of being able to get anger and then be able to play out priest. Anger, of course, having haste enabled. Priest can't tap currently. Okay, there's a Cradle. Okay, so now we can, if he does have... Oh, just a Naturalize. Okay. And I'm going to get in for 2. The Acolyte, pass to you. David just tapping down 1 now. Did draw the Terravore naturally. That Terravore is a threat. It's a 4/4, I think, or a 5/5. Might be a 5/5. Actually, no, it might be a 6/6. Hold on, there's 1 fetch on current side, 1 Gaia's Cradle, 1 port, 2 fetches and a Wasteland for David. Yeah, it's a 6/6. I mean, that's not a bad rate. 3 mana 6/6. He does have to fetch to go find it, which actually makes it a 7/7. Looks like he's not doing that. He's going to play out the Parallax Wave. Going to slow down Tide of Elves. Get a blue source. Yep, makes sense. Having a non-painful source. I don't know what he's got necessarily in hand. Attunement does take 1. Okay, he's going to put both elves under the wave. Current getting the squee back. He's drawing a lot of lands. I think just top deck another land. Okay, we're gonna pitch squee. Is now where you get anger? Might as well. Okay, looks like it. Get Anger, and then get... Gosh, I don't know. A Nantuko Vigilante, maybe. No, Wirewood Symbiote. Okay. Gonna build up for next turn, potentially. 2 mana for... Oh, he just has the Tranquil Domain. That's pretty good. Gets his elves back. They now have haste. The Acolyte draws him a card. Tranquil Domain can go in the graveyard at any point. Alright, there's a Kyrian Ranger. Shenanigans are gonna be happening. Gonna tap, make 3, go up to 4 floating. Out the Wirewood Symbiote for 1, draw him to 3. Yeah, Domain gonna go in the graveyard. Activate the Symbiote to bounce the Acolyte, untap the Priest. Down to 1 floating, draws a card.
Go up to 4 green.
Back up to 4.
Go down to
The Tangle Wire. That's fairly relevant. That's actually super relevant. It could keep David off the Replenish. And at this point, you play the Tormod's Crypt. Gonna bounce a forest to untap the elf. Play it for turn. About a survival. Go. I'm actually a bit confused how his survival ended up in the graveyard. I think that was accidental. Okay, there's a Terravore. Somebody can rewatch that and let me know how that happened. I think it just happened through reorganization, which is unfortunate, but he has another survival, so I don't think it really matters too much. Gonna stack the Tangle Wire triggers. Hey, Multani's Acolyte. So he actually could have stacked the triggers, so he could have tapped the Tangle Wire before it gets sacked. So tapped 1 more land than he needed to, I believe. Alright, gonna make 3 mana. Use 1 of it. Pitch the Squee. Go get a Hermit. And I think Kern has the mana to make this lethal. Yep, gonna play out Deranged Hermit. And David's just gonna say, you got it. And Kern takes it down in 3. Congrats to Kern for taking it down. I can't remember, dude, if this is your 2nd or 3rd win, but congrats. The elf army prevails. Thanks all you guys for making it this far. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel yet if you haven't already. It is one of the best ways to support what I'm doing. And if you have been subscribed to the channel for a while and you're looking for ways to help support all the content I've been making recently, well, Patreon is the best way to do that. You may have noticed all the wonderful names displayed on screen currently. Those are all my current patrons. Thanks to every single one of you guys. Just $1 gets your name up there, and the money goes towards making more videos. That includes travel expenses and gear upgrades. I actually picked up some new filming equipment with some of the funds from Patreon, and it's going to help with some new style of videos that I think you guys will like. So again, a huge thank you to all of you who have made that happen. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.